Good evening, friends. Satyam Bada Dharmachara, Satyamev Jayate. Welcome today news desk on income tax, GST and corporate law. Let's start from the income tax. Madras High Court. Transfer of business under a scheme of arrangement approved by the High Court isn't slum sale. Madras High Court held in this case. In this case, transfer of the assessee non-transmission and distribution business is exchange of the issuance and allotment of the equity share under a scheme of arrangement approved by High Court is a not a slump sale exigible to capital gain tax under Section 50 as transfer pursuant to the approval of the scheme of arrangement is not a contractual transfer but a statutory approved transfer and cannot be brought within definition of the word sale. Another case, Madras High Court, Setcom can't declare application invalid, citing non-disclosure of the full and true income if issue needs to be settled. As per the section 245D, subsection 2C does not spell out an adjudicatory process and procedure to be adopted by the settlement commission is a summary in nature. Therefore, if in opinion of a settlement commission based on report issue needs to be adjudicated, the application cannot be declared as invalid and each case which comes before commission has to be decided on own facts where applicant a foreign company had entered into a contract with NTPC for supply and installation of the steam generator in India and after passing draft assessment order, assessee company approached settlement commission and while considering application under section 245D clause 2C, commission being guided by a report of CIT that composite contract of offshore and onshore supplies were artificially bifurcated, declared application as invalid for non-disclosure of true and full facts since to decide whether a contract is a composite or a separate contract, a deeper probe in a factual scenario as well as the legal position is required. Application of SSC can not be declared as invalid on account of failure to fully and truly disclose his income and thus application should be proceeded with under section 245D subsection 2C and settlement commission should take up matter for the consideration under section 245D subsection 4 and take decision after adjudicating claim. Another case, Kerala High Court. Tax authority can't issue command demanding release of the cash deposited by police in criminal court. When money has been seized by police from a person and deposited in criminal court, appropriate remedy open to income tax officer was to apply section 226 subsection 4 for payment of money towards tax and other amount due and not to issue any command to court demanding a release of the cash. Under international taxation, United Nations Committee of the Expert, UN proposes change in the definition of the royalty to include software payments. The United Nations Committee of the Expert on International Cooperation in Tax Matter, UN Tax Committee, invites public comments on the discussion draft, which include a proposal for change to definition of the royalty include in Article 12 to include software payment. United Nations Committee of the Expert on International Cooperation in Tax Matter, discussion draft possible change to the United Nations Model Double Taxation Convention between the developed and developing country concerning open for the period 1st September 2020 to 2nd October 2020. If anyone needs draft discussion, then please mail on my email ID given on the YouTube channel or WhatsApp on my WhatsApp number or give comments box in the YouTube channel. Under transfer pricing, the Bangalore Tribunal matter to be restored to the assessing officer if assessing didn't challenge inclusion of a company in comparable list before DRP. In this case, where inclusion of a company in comparable list was not challenged by the assessee before DRP, comparability of the said company was to be restored to the TPO assessing officer for consideration afresh. Second, where the TPO, except stating that a comparable was not into software verification and testing services, did not present any evidence to establish how it was functionally different. It was to be included as comparable company, where the TPO excluded a company from the list of the comparable company on ground that there was no breakup for employee cost, and hence it was not possible to verify whether employee cost was more than 75% of the sales revenue of this company. However, SSE submitted that employee cost to sale was 83.69%, and in the event of any doubt, assessing officer should have invoked his power under section 133 subsection 3. Matter was to be remanded back for the education appraised. Under GST, appellant advance authority ruling, Karnataka, repair services provided along with the sale of the vehicles amount to composite supply held by Karnataka appellant authority of the advance ruling, where the appellant had been appointed by Volvo Sweden for distribution of its product, that is Volvo buses and trucks in India, and was involved in providing warranty services for those products on behalf of Volvo Sweden, repairs and servicing of the Volvo vehicle by appellant for Indian customer during warranty period would be an activity amounting to a composite supply of the goods and services for Volvo Sweden, with the principal supply being a supply of the service. Second, recipient of the service during the warranty period will be manufacturer Volvo Sweden, as it is at their behest that appellant had undertaken activity of the repair and or replacement of the parts of the customer, and accordingly reimbursement received from Volvo Sweden was in the nature of the consideration paid by the manufacturer. Volvo HR Commercial Vehicles Limited, held in 2019, AR Karnataka, para 24 set aside. Mumbai State, in a case, no service tax on commission or agency fee remitted to the agent abroad for chartering out and handling vessels outside India. Commission or agency fees remitted on agent abroad for chartering out and handling of the vessels outside India is exempt. News on the competition law. Competition Commission of India dismisses antitrust complaint against Amazon, where the informant alleged unfair and anti-competitive practices by the OP1 Amazon Services Private Limited, OP2 Amazon Export Sales LLC, and OP3 Cloudtail India and their affiliates entities. However, there were multiple players operating in relevant market for services provided by online platform for the selling fashion merchandise in India, and it did not appear that any one platform was occupying a dominant position in relevant market. No prima facie case of contravention of section 3 and 4 were made out against OPs, and hence information against them was directed to be closed forthwith. Thank you so much for watching News Desk on the income tax, GST, and corporate laws. Please give your suggestion or feedback in our comments box on YouTube channel or a message on WhatsApp for improvement. Please share among the professional colleagues and students so that they can get regular updates on the income tax, GST, and corporate laws. Thank you so much.